So Disneyland is so fun at many different times of the year. It can be crowded, not crowded. We're gonna help you plan when to visit is right for you. I'm Gavin Doyle with MickeyVisit.com.
And I'm Jennifer Dudyan with Getaway Today.
And we're here to help you plan your Disneyland vacation, maximizing your time and saving you the most money possible.
Here we go.
So the first thing we want to talk about is when to visit Disneyland.
You know, that's the #1 question we get from guests is, when should I go? Which month's the best? When's that best time to get that kind of window with a little less people, but the most magic as well?
Well, and that's so hard because there's so many pros and cons to each season.
So should we go month by month maybe?
Yeah, let's go month by month and go through.
So January, February, of course, a little bit less crowds.
Yeah.
Maybe not as long of park hours, but, and a couple of attractions could be closed, but that less crowds, a lot of people like that, and the cooler weather can be nice too.
My aunt and niece went and they really liked it because they could end the day at 8, go to bed. That's when she was young, really young, and so just kind of went to bed and woke up the next morning ready to go. But it was a shorter day, but it was something that was manageable for them, and there were less people.
I love that too. In fact, even if you go to the early morning, it's not as early as, say, the summer, so you can let your kids sleep in and really have, when kids have sleep, your trips will get a little bit more magical. So.
And we'll talk about the early morning later, but I think even then often it's like 8 is the earliest that you have to be there if you're there for even an hour before park opening.
Yes, it's perfect.
Yeah.
So going into spring break too, and a lot of people like that because you do have the beautiful weather, gorgeous flowers.
Yeah, exactly.
It's one of the prettiest times at the park, and you really get the longer park hours. And spring definitely is a time that you want to book a little bit earlier so that you can get the hotel of your first choice. And I'd recommend a little bit longer ticket length just so that you can have a little bit more time to maximize in the park.
Absolutely.
But we should say January, February usually get a little better deal too. We have a lot of Getaway Today offers a lot of ticket offers for those months and a lot of extra night free specials. So moving through spring, May though is that pocket. If you kind of want the best deal plus good weather, that's a really great month, and a lot of people like to travel during that time, which leads us into summer, which I know that you love summer because it's when the big rides and big attractions usually open.
Yeah, so looking back at 2012, of course that's when Cars Land and Buena Vista Street opened, and it was the huge renovation for all of Disney California Adventure. And I think we'll see a similar thing with Star Wars Land and some other new attractions that they always try and have something new for summer. So the people who are really looking to get in and see it and really want to be up to date with Disneyland, that's when you have to go. Absolutely.
And summer for Disney, usually that second week in June is when those kick off. So if you want to be the first to see it, that beginning of summer is great. And then the summer, you get the maximum park hours. If you want to be able to get there bright and early and stay till midnight, that's when summer is for
midnight
you.
Sometimes.
Yeah, exactly.
Those can be long days, but a lot of fun.
Tons of fun and tons of entertainment. We just say all the fireworks are live during the summer, and the entertainment's at its maximum capacity. So if you really want to feel like you get your absolute money's worth, this summer is really great. And we'll have tips for you too that you can see kind of how to maximize. If it is a little bit busier, there's ways to definitely still have a great experience in the summer.
I think even when we say maximum entertainment, people forget about the little bands on the street and a Disneyland marching band and the college band is there over the summer, and just all these little things and shows that they just throw as many things on as possible because there's so many people there. So you're going for atmosphere in the summer almost more than you are to get on every single ride.
I agree. And really summer, great weather, and it's fun. It's even fun to maybe end a couple days in San Diego if you're in the summer. Because your kids are out of school, you have a little bit more time. And go for that longer length of stay ticket in the summer too. That would be one of our tips. But that leads us into fall, which Halloween time is so popular. That is something. What are some of your favorites about Halloween time?
Just the autumn air. When you're getting out of the sun. Summer is hot. That's another thing. It can get hot in Disneyland. But as it is all over the country. And the fall is just a great relief from it's perfect 80-degree days in the day, and it gets a little cooler at night, which is exactly kind of what you want in Disneyland.
Absolutely.
You can go on the stuff and have a jacket on, and it's a good feeling to be in the parks then.
Yeah.
There's just kind of I wouldn't say crisp, it's not East Coast, but it's very nice, just the weather and the feeling of being there.
They have those carameled apples that are themed for Halloween time, to go down Main Street and see all the jack-o'-lanterns, and to walk in and see the huge Mickey Mouse jack-o'-lantern. That's the perfect picture. I love Halloween time there. And of course you can do the Space Mountain Ghost Galaxy.
Right, they have some special attractions too.
That usually, and Haunted Mansion Holiday is a lot of fun. And if you want, they do Mickey's Trick or Treat Party too. That's a lot of fun if you want to do that extra ticket experience and get to do that. The Halloween time, book early. That's definitely a really popular time. But a secret too is that it starts mid-September usually. So that if you want to do Halloween time and maybe not have as many locals, that into September is a great window where there's always a lot of ticket deals too. So that's a great month to look at. And
absolutely.
That leads us into holidays too. Oh, the holidays. You love the holidays. That's your birthday.
Christmas is my birthday's on New Year's Eve, so we're always there every year, and it's just we always go Christmas and then obviously end. We have like the final Christmas moments in Disneyland because it just kind of keeps going for us. And the reason that is there's decorations just everywhere, and those three attractions, the Jingle Cruise, which is the Jungle Cruise, and then It's a Small World and Haunted Mansion Holiday are still there. Just so much fun, and just decorations everywhere. It just is incredible.
And don't you love the entertainment too? How when you're watching the fireworks and it will snow down Main Street.
Yeah.
I mean, there's nothing more magical. And if you really want to just have the ultimate holiday experience, the Disneyland Resort, really, it delivers. And even like if you're staying at the resorts during that time, they do a lot of seasonal entertainment. They have great decor. There's Christmas trees, wonderful lights throughout downtown Disney. Like the entire area is just really transformed.
The Grand Californian lobby, I think, is in that hotel.
Yes, which you don't have to be staying there to get to see that. But if you are staying there, you'll really love it as well. But and
they have carolers in all the hotels and. Just
so
it's
much magic
everywhere you turn.
Yeah, there really is. There's so much to see during the holidays as well. So that's one of my favorite times to go.
Yeah.
But another secret of that, it starts mid-November. So if you want to experience that, and you don't have to go for Christmas, you can go all the way mid-November through the first week in January and get to see all of the decor, the attractions that are done up for that time of year, and really have an ultimate experience. But people always ask, when is the least crowded time of year to visit? Like, what do you normally recommend for people?
So what I've always found about crowds, and like we mentioned, my birthday's on New Year's Eve.
He knows crowds. He knows how
it's like the most crowded day of the year. Sometimes they'll shut down the park. Just the experiences over the years have taught me kind of like the ins and outs a little bit. And what we found is, it's not about what date you go; it's how you go to the park on the day you're going. So what time? If you're at the park and you have magic morning and early morning hours, which we'll talk about, you can get in and get on your attractions you want to ride and ride. If you do that 3 or 4 mornings in a row, then you can do everything you want to do by 11, and by 11 then go relax, go watch that entertainment I was talking about, really just enjoy all of those times through it, all of those other atmospheric things in Disneyland that if you're rushing from ride to ride, you don't get to have. So I always say, increase your length of stay, and then really get there in the morning.
Absolutely, great tips.
What do you think? Is there some other stuff?
I love park hopper tickets too.
Park hopper.
That for sure.
Absolutely.
You never know which park will be a little bit less crowded at a certain time. And I love to get there bright and early. I love staying at Disneyland Resort hotels and getting that extra hour of magic to each day of your stay. But I love how Getaway Today's tickets, any of them, you're able to get the magic morning into Disneyland. So definitely, I like the added length of stay too, and just really. The goal is to have a wonderful experience at Disneyland. I want to go back again and again. So if you're only there for one day, you're not going to get that experience. You have to go at least, I think, 3 days to really have the maximum great experience.
And just touching off the park hopper, we would frequently start in Disneyland. By 10, people are pouring in and it's crowded. You hop over to California Adventure and it just feels like you can just stretch, you can stretch out in comparison.
Absolutely.
That's one thing about that park, is it's so nice. The walkways are just so much wider, and you really notice that on those days. Like Adventureland versus walking through Pacific Wharf.
Totally.
Very different feeling between the two parks.
Yeah, and he had some great tips too on just maximizing your early time. Maybe even think of eating early lunches or dinner, kind of avoiding when you think most people will be in the park. And that's another tip for just when to travel. A lot of people that go to Disneyland are season passport holders, so kind of think of when they go to the park. Like they'll probably go on a weekend, or they'll probably go in when they're off of work. And so like the holidays, like Labor Day, the actual Labor Day, whereas if you went the next day, you'll probably have a lot less crowds too. So
Absolutely.
just kind of being mindful, and that's in general when you travel. Like months of May, September are usually just great discounts where you get good airfare, get hotel deals. And so kind of if you can be a little flexible with your dates, but if you can only go during spring break and your kids are going to be out of school, go at that time, but just make sure you do get that longer length of stay ticket and book early so you get the best deal, and just get that extra night free and those extra ads.
I love the statistic that there were at one point over 1 million annual pass holders to Disneyland.
Exactly, that's how you want to plan.
Those people are who have kids in school, they work, so again, that's mornings. The only time they would go during the week is at night after work or after their kids are out of school, or they're there on the weekends.
Yes.
So another tip most people don't know is that they're frequently blocked out on Sunday, or they're blocked out on Saturday and not on Sunday. So Sunday is actually much more crowded than Saturday, which is kind of counterintuitive a little bit, I think.
And you have links to a lot of the calendars on your website that they, guests can look and see the crowd predictors.
Over at mickeyvisit.com, yeah.
Perfect. Okay, great. So other things, FastPass, we talked just a hair about how to, if you are during the busy time, that you could put a little bit of FastPass and just kind of go into with conventions as well. Maybe could be a good thing.
Yeah, I think a good one more thing on the planning is that the Anaheim Convention Center right there is the largest convention center on the West Coast, and they're frequently having tens of thousands of people there for various conventions. And again, that's a Tuesday night. Why is it so busy? Why is the park open so late? Well, it might be that the National Restaurant Association is right next door and they have thousands of members and they're all coming over that night because they all have special tickets. They let you come in after 4. And so you could really, if you saw that was in advance and you had an option to stay Tuesday or add a day on the beginning versus on the end, then that you can really avoid that really crowded evening.
That's perfect.
And again, that calendar is all on mickeyvisit.com. Yeah.
Perfect. And just, we'll talk more about fast passes, but if you do go during a time that's a little bit busier, Disney's got a lot of things that they've thought through to make it so you don't have to wait in line. So really plan when you want to go is really the best time for you to go. But Mickey Visit has awesome tips to let you know, just to avoid those crowds, to make sure that you have that maximized great experience. So
right, regardless of when you go, you can have a great time.
Great. So I think anything else to add on when to visit?
On when to visit, I don't think so.
All right.
There'll be more.
Sounds good.
Once again, I'm Gavin Doyle, and we just had a great time helping you plan your Disneyland vacation. You can find more information on how to save money and all of those exclusive discounts we just talked about at mickeyvisit.com/getaway today. Right here, click on this URL. Or take a look at all the videos that are now around me for other help planning your Disneyland vacation. Finally, you can go to mickeyvisit.com for more information on how to maximize your time and save you the most money. I'm Gavin Doyle, and we just helped you plan your Disneyland vacation.